Hey guys, Scott Football here, back with another video, and today's video is Championship Score Predictions, Game Week 38. I've got a special video for everyone today. Hopefully you should all be looking forward to it as the Championship returns tomorrow. And every game in the Championship is big because we all know how competitive that league is. It's the best league in England, probably one of the most exciting leagues in the world. Tomorrow you've got the West Midlands Rivalry, and you got the Fulham-Brentford West London Derby. I think it's a London Derby. So lots of games to look forward to, and then over the next few weeks I'm going to keep on doing it. If everyone is really enjoying my channel so far and is subscribed, please go and make sure that you watch the rest of the videos if you really like my first video or first couple of videos. That would be absolutely amazing. The like target today is 5 likes. I think we can hit that. So let's get into the video then. The first game is Fulham versus Brentford, the West London Derby. 3rd versus 4th. So this game probably going to be a decider on who catches up to West Brom and Fulham. So I think this game can be a 2-2 draw. I think Brentford might be 2-0 up and then Fulham then get 2 goals back. It's going to be a big game this is, so I hope everyone is looking forward to it. I'm going to be watching it tomorrow. I know Sky Sports are showing a lot of the games here. I think all of them, I know the playoff dates have been decided, and no, the final is on the 4th of August at Wembley. Right, so let's go on to the next game. Middlesbrough versus Swansea City. I'm going to go 2-0 win here for Swansea City. I just think they got enough quality over Middlesbrough to beat them here. Because Swansea aren't actually doing too bad this season. And honestly, I'm surprised with Middlesbrough are, because in their objectives, really, I think they need to be aiming for at least a playoff position. But last year they missed out on one spot. I didn't think Jonathan Woodgate would come in and do that much. One of my friends said he wouldn't come in and do that much. Well, Tony Pulis was actually a good manager there. Well, Jonathan Woodgate used to play for Middlesbrough. Obviously, it hasn't worked out. I was surprised he hadn't been sacked, really. I think if Middlesbrough go down this season, or just avoid relegation, I think he'll be sacked. But if Middlesbrough now start picking up the points, they might have a chance of keeping him. They might still have the faith in him. Right, so let's move on to the next game. Millwall versus Derby County. Well, Derby County possibly have one of the worst away records in the league. They've only won 2 games away from home this season. I think at a Swansea and Sheffield Wednesday. I think that game they won away at Sheffield Wednesday is one game, not too many games. That game when they beat Sheffield Wednesday 3-1 at Hillsborough wasn't too long ago until they suspended the season. So I just think that Millwall, because they're fighting for playoffs and Derby are fighting to get up there as well, with Derby having one of the worst away records and not known for results away from home, I just think Millwall will just have enough quality to do it. So we're going Millwall 2, Derby County 1. Right, the next game is Queen's Park Rangers versus Barnsley. Obviously, Barnsley want to get 3 points out of this, and QPR are doing pretty decent this season. I am going to go for a narrow win to QPR here. I'm going to go Queen's Park Rangers 1, Barnsley 0. The headline I read on Sky Sports the other day, and I heard the interview of Daniel Stuber for the Barnsley manager, who took over from Daniel Stendel. He said that we must not fear relegation, but I'm just thinking, wow, well, you got a good chance like anyone staying up, but I just think you're a good enough League One side, but I don't think you've got it in the Championship. So I think you're all going to finish bottom of the league this season. Sorry, Barnsley. I think it'll just be one of those games where it's really tight and then one goal will decide it, so 1-0 QPR. Right, the next game is Luton Town versus Preston North End. Another game that Luton actually want to win. Because in one of their last 5 games, I think they actually beat Brentford in one of those games. Brentford are a team are actually challenging for promotion. Once let me just go on for that scores 1 second, just have a look at Luton's last 5 games. I know Brentford have got a couple of draws in their last few games, and I think one of the defeats is to Luton. Yeah, Luton in the last 5 games before the season got suspended. 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 defeat. So not in the worst form actually. You think they beat Middlesbrough and Brentford and drew to Stoke and Wigan. And they lost to Charlton. That's the game. And one of the defeats was a game that they really needed to get points out of. But they got a good point away at Wigan. Right, so I think I've gone for Luton to lose here, but I've gone for Preston to get a 1-0 win. I just think they got that extra bit of quality over Luton to win the game. No disrespect to Luton, I've got a lot of respect for them. But I just think Preston are actually going to fall out of the playoffs, but I just think they'll win this game. Right, the next game is Hull City versus Charlton Athletic, 21st versus 22nd. Obviously, Leo Taylor's not coming back to Charlton now. He's not renewing his contract. He's refused to come back. Well, that's his decision at the end of the day. Grant McCann said, the Hull manager said, we should respect player decisions. Obviously, respect them, but I think these should be players to be respectful at the same time to their clubs. If your team is in a relegation scrap, I think you should be made to come back and help. Because you could be the difference to your team staying up. It's a bit like Jack Grealish saying, I'm not coming back to Villa. Well, he hasn't said that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if he said that, Villa will be down. Let me tell you this now. If Villa are to stay up, he will be the man to keep them up. So, right. So move on to the prediction. Hull City versus Chelsea. We're going to be talking about that. Also, Hull City, a couple of their players. I think Jackson Irvine's one of them, I think, and they're not. I don't think they're getting new contracts. I don't think they can afford it. So I think they're having a lot of financial worries, and they're not renewing any contracts. In January, they lost Grzyski to West as he went to West Brom, and Gerald Bowen who went to West Ham. So the Alum sold 2 of their best players. Also, I think the last win was on New Year's Day against Sheffield Wednesday, and then against Rotherham in the FA Cup. I think they haven't won a game since then, so that's a big worry for Grant McCann. So that break might have been good for Hull, because at least they can get some fitness up then and start looking at things that they did wrong and stuff. Obviously, Grant McCann is having a lot of problems with the fixtures and the team that he's got. He had so many injuries before the season ended, and half of those players will prove back now. Obviously, Bowen was not going to stay there forever. He's going to go in further to career, which I don't blame him for. I think he's the one who carried Hull and Grzyski. If it wasn't for their goals, I don't know where they would be. Because Hull, I thought at one point were going to challenge for the playoffs, because they were a mid-table team until they lost Bowen and Grzyski, and then they had all those injuries. So this game, I'm going to go 1-0. I was going to say Charlton to get the win if Leo Taylor was there, but I just think Charlton are going to struggle without him. Let's go 1-1. Right, the next game is Huddersfield Town versus Wigan Athletic. For this game, Wigan have beaten Leeds and West Brom this season, so I think Wigan have done quite well actually. I think they're going to stay up now. I think getting results like that will prove why they're there to stay in the Championship. So I'm going to go for this game. I'm going to go for a 5-goal thriller. I'm going to go Huddersfield Town 3, Wigan Athletic 2. Wigan Athletic are going to put a huge fight against Huddersfield here. I think Huddersfield 18th and Wigan 19th. So it'll be one of those games where so they can increase the gap from the drop zone. So right, so let's move on to the next game. Blackburn Rovers versus Bristol City. Obviously, both teams racing for a playoff spot. And I'm going to go a 1-1 draw here. Blackburn Rovers have actually done quite well without Bradley Dack. And Bristol City are actually a decent side. But I just think this season, they might miss out on one spot, I think. I think Millwall might take it ahead of them and Preston. Right, the next game is Sheffield Wednesday versus Nottingham Forest. I think Nottingham Forest are going to get the win here. I'm going to go Sheffield Wednesday 0, Nottingham Forest 3. Sheffield United have collapsed after they went on a good run this season. I think they have collapsed since then. In the Championship, 1 week you can be in relegation, next week you can be in playoffs. This is what is so good about this league and why everyone's inspired by it, and it's the most exciting league in the world and the best league in England. I think I predicted Sheffield Wednesday in my predicting the Championship table video for them to finish in 18th. And I think Forest are going to finish in 5th place this season in the playoffs. I don't think they'll go up though. I think they'll guarantee the playoff spot. Right, the next game is Reading versus Stoke City. I did think this one through carefully earlier. I am going to go for a 1-1 draw. Well, Michael O'Neill might not be there for the game because he tested positive for COVID-19. I forgot when it was now, but it wasn't about a week ago, I think. So obviously he got to self-isolate for 2 weeks. So obviously I don't think he'll be there. I think he'll be assistant or caretaker, but he's still be back for some of the games this season though. So I think that will be good. Well, I like Raheem. He's been managing Northern Ireland, so he's got international experience. And he seems to know what he's doing. My uncle's brother said to me he thinks he knows what Michael O'Neill seems to know what he's doing now. Honestly, I think Stoke can challenge for the playoffs next year. Honestly, I think they can. I think Stoke might have won 1-0. I think Tyrese Campbell might get the goal and then Reading might score in the 90th minute perhaps. Because Reading can't actually play too bad this season. Right, the next game is West Bromwich Albion, the great granddad's team, versus Birmingham City, my granddad's team. I know my nan's dad used to support West Brom and my granddad supports Birmingham. Well, let's just talk about Stoke. My uncle actually supports Stoke as well. The good thing is we haven't got any stinky Villa in our family, so that's a good thing. Obviously my cousin does support Liverpool, but he's follows Stoke at the same time because his dad likes them. So I'm going to go this game, West Brom versus Birmingham City. I'm going to go... I was thinking about saying Birmingham City were going to win because you know how much they love a game against the big teams, and he actually played quite well. The thing with Birmingham is they play well against the big teams and they collapse against the small teams like Wigan, Charlton, Luton, and on and on. So I think it could be West Brom 3, Birmingham City 2. I think Birmingham will be looking to get revenge on West Brom here because they lost 3-2 to them at St Andrews. And at St Andrews, Birmingham lost to Leeds 5-4 at home. So you know how much they love a 5-goal thriller or a 9-goal thriller against a big team. Right. No, I think that it's good. West Brom are going to be winning 2-0. Then I think Birmingham will get 2 goals back, and then I think West Brom might score a goal in the second half, perhaps. And then they might kill Birmingham off, perhaps. I was going to go 3-2 to Birmingham earlier, but I thought Birmingham might put a real fight up against and West Brom challenging for promotion. I think West Brom might win though. The next game is Cardiff City versus Leeds United. Oh, this is a huge game. I think Leeds are going to win it. I'm going to go Cardiff City 0, Leeds United 2. Well, Cardiff has started to perform a little bit better before the season got halted. Also, they got a big stadium, so they might play better behind closed doors. Also, I thought they did have some real struggles this season, but at least he picked it up again, so best of luck to Cardiff City. Well, Neil Harris is the manager of Cardiff City now, and the former side Millwall are challenging for the playoffs. Imagine Mill and Cardiff getting the playoffs and he has to face his old team. That would be a good game. Right, we're ending the video now. So if you like the video, please remember to like and subscribe. And do share this channel around with your friends if you really are enjoying this channel. Remember to watch a lot of my other videos. Like I said, the like target is 5 likes on this video. I think we can easily hit it. Until then, bye guys.